Hey guys, it's Tommy CM. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another park spotlight. As always, if you'd like me to have a look at your park, then just let me know in the comments below and I'll do my best to take a look. It may take a couple of weeks, but I will get around to it, I do promise. Today's park is called Wondervalley, and this was created on the PS Workshop by Mustang-glenn. Now I have looked at two parks by Mustang-glenn before. They were called Wonderland and Fairyland, I believe, if any of you remember that. And one thing in particular I always look forward to in Mustang's parks is a fantastic water show. He really does spend some time putting together thousands of triggers to create a great show. So definitely stick around for that towards the end. The description he's put for Wondervalley is: welcome to Wondervalley, a beautiful park located in a magic valley. Visit the two themed worlds, Lands of Elements, where you experience the four elements in a unique way, and the steampunk area with the fastest roller coaster in the Mustang universe. This park has 5 roller coasters, 6 flat rides, and even 2 transport rides, and my third water show with more than 10,800 triggers. Watch the show around 6 PM and Revolution and Slot Balagos ride at your best at night. Have fun. So yeah, really looking forward to this. Mustang is a fantastic builder, and I know his buildings as well. He uses a lot of wooden beams, which I'm looking forward to. I've not had a look around this park. I've only seen photos, etc. Yeah, really excited to take a look. So yeah, without further ado, let's begin. Right then, let's make a start and head into Wondervalley. Now, the first thing I do enjoy, and I do enjoy this whenever I see this in a park, is the train track going across the path and interacting with it. I always think that's a really nice bit of realism. Obviously when you go to some parks that have that in, I think it's really good bit of it's a good bit of interaction really, because obviously it would be nice if Planet Coaster gave you like crossings and stuff and the guests just didn't just walk over it, but to be down here when the train's here, if I just speed this up, to be down here when the train's here. Unfortunately, the guests just kind of go in the way of it. But I do like that when I see that in the park. I think it does look really effective. Now the entrance, wow, what a grand entrance that is. I love the sign. I love the colours on the sign. And I love the fact the L's slightly out on the valley. I think that's a nice little touch. But the beams, I mean, this is all, these are all individually placed beams to make that. And I know on Mustang's previous parks that he's done a similar style with his entrances with beams, and they all look fantastic. It really, look at the curve on that beam there. It's a really nice entrance. Nice use of chandeliers in there as well, along with the plants. So really grand entrance that I do really enjoy the styling that he goes for. We walk in here, we have the princess statue. We have a nice water feature. What I am going to do as well is I'm just going to flick to daytime, just so we can see it slightly brighter, and then we'll flick to nighttime for the coasters that he's mentioned and for the water show that he mentioned at 6 PM. So we'll go left. So we have a nice selection of shops here. I like the signs that just have Wonderland. Oh, sorry, Wondervalley, not Wonderland. Wondervalley repeating all the way through. I think that looks really cool. What have we got here? What does that say? Arcade. That's cool. We got lights on the top. What do the lights look like? Oh wow! Look at that. Now that looks. You see, this is why, when you look around parks, make sure you do daytime and nighttime, because this looks brilliant. Those police lights on the top give such a makes the room look just so much better in terms of effects. And obviously he's got the ride signs there that you get in the game. But they actually work really well in this arcade. The stars and the black floor, and then obviously he's got ATMs and gumball machines and claw machines, etc., to get the guests in, and fortune tellers. Yeah, really, really nice. I do like that. That's a really nice little sort of idea to put in there, and it's right underneath the train as well, which is cool to have that sort of based underneath the station. Looks really cool. So we'll go along here, and I think we'll check down this bit of the main entrance. So what do we have done? What do we have done here? We've got a merry-go-round here. We will let's just flick back to the daytime. So yes, we've got a nice little merry-go-round sat in the garden there. I do love the hedges. The hedges look so neat and tidy, especially for things like merry-go-rounds. And then in here we have a very nicely decorated food court, again with the beams and the lights in here. I mean, it just looks so you know, sort of grand and special. The roof as well. Look at the way he's done the ceiling. It's, you know, I mean, he's a really good architect in terms of the beams. Look at the pattern on that. Don't underestimate how impressive that is to make. But yeah, so in here we have some more food outlets. There's Foxy for the coffee woman. Yeah, look, offering me a cup of coffee. Some toilets. But if we go back around here, I believe this is Revolution. Revolution, fastest coaster in the Mustang universe. Speed 149 kilometers, biggest drop 59 meters, 6 inversions. Watch at night. I'll let you read that. I won't say it. As I say, I don't look around these parks beforehand. Extra pants in the gift shop because you may make a mess. I don't look around these parks before I do them. But yeah, that made me laugh. So yeah, we'll flick to nighttime and go on Revolution. I mean, look at that for theming. That is really cool. It's a very nice style. That is. All the cogs and the windmills, etc., going together. Everything being out of place. Look, the windows are out of line, and these pipes are out of line. Really cool. Let's go through here. Nice big clock again. More machinery. Posters, and then we get up to the station by the looks of it. Wow. That looks really grand. That is a really nice station. And it's kind of extended out the back of there, put the wooden platform. So that's a nice way to make the station building feel bigger. Obviously this is the standard station you get. I'm just going to pause it before the train goes. That's the standard station you get. But to have that there and then the queue line next to it, it makes the station feel so much bigger and gives you more space to decorate it, I suppose, in ways like this. So yeah, really nice job there. So we will hop on Revolution. There's the stats if you are interested. And we shall hop on and yeah, enjoy. Well, he certainly wasn't lying when he said that that was the fastest coaster in the Mustang universe. What a really clever way of laying out that coaster to make it go forward, to where you're in the room with the clock there. In here, look, the effects, the smoke and the lights in here look brilliant. There's your control panels for the effects, and yeah, what a really clever way. And then obviously it fires you backwards. You almost go over the hill back, and then you go forwards again. Really good. Really, good and interesting layout. Definitely a different way of doing things. The only thing I'd say is that the brake run is a little bit sharp, but I suppose the only way to do that is to obviously extend this out even further, and then it just takes up more room. So I kind of get that, but in terms of the theming that he's going for, brilliant. I think the theming and the layout of it and the speed obviously works really well. Yeah, so I do love that. That's a really interesting way of doing. Watching it back now again. Really interesting way of doing the coaster like that, to have it kind of rock back and forth. So yeah, really enjoyed that. Let's just flick back to daytime. So let's make sure I've not missed anything down here. I don't think there is any other paths going off, is there? So we will head down this path. See where we go. Very nice looking castle up there. Is that? Oh, he's done like stained glass windows. Look at that up there. That's really cool. That is really clever how he's done that, and it looks really effective. Oh, I'm impressed by that. That looks really cool. I do like that. And it's not just a case of placing squares in a line. That's it. It's that obviously they're in different ways and different styles and a different pattern. So yeah, it really does make a big difference. That does, especially sat above the dragon as well. And here else we've got stuff like that as well. Where you've got a terrain difference and people put a river in. Thinking about putting a waterfall in like that, so it just connects things up really nicely. So yeah, putting water effects like that to take water from one level to another. It adds realism, because that's what water would do. You wouldn't just have two different levels, but it also just makes it look nicer as well. Big waterfall there. I do love these lampposts that he's got with Wondervalley just all the way around. Another train crossing here. So this is the train station. Again, the beams. Andy's got glass in here as well, and I hate placing glass like this because it's so hard to tell when it's lined up. I don't know if anybody else has that problem, but I hate placing that glass. And yeah, that looks fantastic. He's got the train. Oh, that's cool. He's got like a fake train there as like a transfer one. Oh, I love that. That's clever. So he's got like the fake track coming off, and then there's your main train down here. The trees work well in there as well, because it's obviously it's undercover, but it's still like an open air station. So I think that looks really clever. So that is the train station, and we'll continue around here. We'll go left first. Where does this take us down to? There's an exit there. I just don't want to make sure I've missed anything. We'll have a look at this queue line while we're down here, I think. Through here. Ah, the cable cars. So what route do the cable cars take? Oh, that's cool. The cable cars kind of go over and under the different parts of the park. Up there. Through the castle. Look at that. Round. Blimey, that is a long journey, isn't it? Round and all the way up to the top of this hill. Wow. And that's a really nice route, that is. That is You know, it's better than just having it kind of fly over in a straight line then drop again. You know, I mean, obviously cable cars, their main job is to just get you from A to B, but to have them kind of interacting like that does make a big difference. So yeah, so that's the cable cars, and we'll fly back around here. And there's an exit to a coaster there. Oh, my bad. I'm hovering right above the station. I didn't see this bloke here. So we'll go down here. Nice orange queue line. We shall go up. And what coaster do we have here? Wonderloop, which is a looping coaster. Green stats across the board. There's the rest of the stats if you are interested. And yeah, let's take a ride on Wonderloop. Whenever he wants to let us go. Now. Really fun coaster. That I love the colour scheme on it as well. Is what I was trying to say there. I couldn't get that out. And you know, obviously it's called Wonderloop for that huge first loop that you go around, and then obviously you got the second one there as well. So you got your two loops, but then after that, I love the you know, the whole ride then is pretty much banking. And it's just like it's the train on its side there, and it kind of almost becomes an inversion, but it doesn't quite. And I quite like that. I quite like the fact that the rest of it is, the rest of it is just banking and turns, because it, you know, the rest of the track goes on quite a way just by doing that, which I think is quite a nice way to go. You know, coasters don't have to be covered with inversion after inversion. Not quite sure why there's drive tyres here. I don't know if they are doing anything. I may just be completely missing something. But yeah, other than that, I really enjoyed that. I love I like the mid-course brake run, where I can find that again up here. I thought that was really good. It kind of slowed the train down at the right moment, but then obviously you picked up a bit of speed afterwards before going all the way around and coming into the last brake run. So yeah, and again, I mean, I keep saying it, but his work on buildings is fantastic. You know, again with the beams, there's not as many beams on this one, but with the beams and the plants and the lighting, you know, the beams on the beams on these openings as well. Look, just his work with wood definitely is something to admire. His you know, the way he builds some of his creations, definitely. And I like the fact that these beams hang out the edge. I think that actually makes the building look better with them doing that. I know he's done that intentionally, but I think it actually does make it look better. So yeah, really impressed with that. We'll go out the exit down here. And I think that was all we had down in this section. other than the cable car. So we will keep going around this path. Land of Element. I'll stick at guess level where they can't see over the edge there. Right, again, I'm not sure if this is Balagos or Balagos. I don't know. It's one of the two, I imagine. But yeah, it's this ride, and this is the one where he told us to ride at night time, so which I will. So we'll join the queue at night. Very nice lighting in the queue. Going up the castle. Blimey, better guess be knackered by the time they're up here. Really, really nicely decorated castle. Oh, we got another dragon there. Dragon just eating the remains of a soldier or a knight. And there's the other knight. I do like Mustang's queue lines. It does make some very, very good sort of interactive storytelling ones. And I can think back to the water coaster that he did in his previous park. I think that was Fairyland. That was a really nice story. Wow, look at the view from that path. You've got the cable car going over your head. You've got the coaster going over your head. You've got a view of the flat ride, the water. Look at that dance of the lotus over there. You got the Ferris wheel in the distance. Wow, what a view! Go along here. And here we get to the ride. I'll pause that whilst that is going. So green stats all around. There's the results. And yeah, we will. I think we'll take a ride on it. Wow, what what a ride that is. I would like to hazard a guess that could potentially be the biggest Boomerang coaster I've seen on Planet Coaster. If anybody, let's have a look at the length of the track. Let's just go on stats, results, track length, 877 meters. If anybody can point out a Boomerang coaster on the PS Workshop that is longer than that, I would. I'd love to see it. So yeah, give me a shout. But what a great design as well. You know, to build something like that, that isn't just a case of, oh, I'll build a crazy layout and then I'll just decide what I'm doing with the building afterwards. He you know, the thought that's gone into what he wanted to do there is brilliant, and you know, the route that took as well. It, you know, definitely is worth doing at night time, for sure. But yeah, that really was fantastic. Fantastic build. I'm just trying to admire the rest of the track now that I can see the whole route that it takes. Really good. And I love the I've just noticed this here as well. I know I went over that a minute ago. The terrain work there to make that little archway looks really nice. Because obviously, you know, castles are all built on hills and stuff. So the way he's done the terrain work to mould naturally around the castle, I think, is really effective. So yeah, that was Slot Balagos. I'm glad I don't have to say that anymore. I'm really sorry if I've mispronounced that Mustang. Right, so let's go on that. We want the station, which is through here, and there's the exit. So we go back down here, back down all these stairs. Oh, some trees there to walk through, and you get down to this section. Right, what I'm going to do, first of all, let's flip back to daytime, and then let's just go over here and make sure we're not missing anything. So, go across here, and the machine, Twister. Right. Here, look at that. That is cool. I've not seen anybody do that before. Spell the word air from, you know, from the mist and the air that it's pumping out. That is really cool. Oh, I'm gonna have to steal that effect. I love that. I think that looks really awesome. You know, thinking outside the box, instead of just going on sign and getting another rectangular sign that Planet Coaster give you, that is a really clever way of doing that. And then we are in the station, so it's a spinning coaster with a wooden beam that's on fire in the corner. Oh, whoa! I don't know whether you missed that, but that spinning coaster comes over the roof of the station, and as it does, that beam snaps. That that made me jump. I wasn't looking at that. I was just kind of pulling back the camera. I want to watch that again when another one comes over. But yeah, so this is a spinning coaster. Here we are. Look at that. Really cool effect. So this is Twister. Green stats across the board. There's the rest if you're interested. Is this the start? I think it's the start, isn't it? No, it's not. Good job I checked that. There we go. Right, we'll just wait here until these guys get in. All right, let's get ready to go on Twister. There we go, back in the station. Yeah, really nice spinning coaster. That nothing too massive, but that's exactly what you want on a spinning coaster. You know, they're not there for huge drops. They are there just to kind of rotate you. So yeah, really nice layout there. I like the brake run in the middle of this building. I like the fact that the beams are slightly slanted. As I've said, I love that. I love the snapping beam used in there, and the fact that this looks like a half-destroyed building as well. That is not an easy look to do. That is not an easy effect to build. They're all individual beams that have been placed. You know, you can just see there the beams that it's placed down. You can click on the layout of them. So yeah, again, just you know, I'm just running out of adjectives to describe how good the buildings are by him. Because like I say, the imagination that he's got with putting the beams on a building is just phenomenal. Oh, there's even window smashing. I bet that they've just been scared walking down there. So we're on this path. So that was Twister. Walking down here, and what do we have? Spirits of the Mountains. Earth. Very nice queue line. Nice use of the. This is the dragon lantern from the World's Fair pack, but it's a nice use of it. Obviously, this is normally used if people are making a sort of Asian style section for their park, using the World's Fair pack. But this is quite a nice effect there. And this is one of the magic carpet rides. Very nice ride. And I like the fact it's placed on a natural path as well. I say it's placed on a natural path. You know, there's no base to it, so it is just, you know, it looks like it's built naturally, in just onto the grass, as opposed to there being, you know, the big base that comes around it, and then the rock work as well to kind of hide the track supports. Makes it look really nice. And look at that sign there, Earth, out of the rocks. Very clever. Very clever. So that's that, and then there's your natural path look that it's done to get people out. Come down this way. Oh, and we're back here again. Did we miss anything down this way? No, we didn't. Spirits of the Mountain, Earth. So this is the Lotus that Boz Midget Slayer made, according to the description, I believe. Dance of the Lotus, but that is the water show. We're not going to spoil the water show. We are going to come back to that and watch that at the end at 6 PM. Definitely stick around for that, because the water show, I don't want to discredit the rest of the park so far because it's fantastic, but the water show is always my favourite part of Mustang's parks. He really does put a lot of effort and time into them. Lava rock. Is this going to be another flat ride? Yeah, very nicely done though. Inside the rock there. That is very nice, and then having the lava fall. I like the shade of red that he's gone for here as well. That looks really cool. So that is lava rock. Back out onto this path again. And now we'll go down to the right. What do we have down here? I think that path goes up the hill. We'll tell you what, we'll go up the hill in a short while. We'll finish on going down here first. Land development. So down here, it's another train station. There we go. Slightly different feel in this one. Very purple feel. Nice use of the purple lights as well. Go down here. We've got some vending machines. I like that. I like how you spread that out, just so you don't get... If you put vending machines for food and drink around your park, you don't then get massive queues at the shops, and it kind of just bugs me when guests kind of all gather in one place. So yeah, really clever way of doing that. Down here, the Joker. with the waving hands. That doesn't look creepy at all. We're in here. We have a skeleton in the toxic waste there. Down into this yellow toxic mist. And I like the smiley faces. Those smiley faces are good. And we are in this station. Nice mix of purples, yellows and greens in here. So what type of coaster is it? It's a Hypercoaster. There we go. Green stats across the board. Here's the other stats. And we want this one. And let's speed it up. And just gotta wait for these guys to go. When's the restraint gonna go? Come on, anytime today. There we go. Wow, that was a very I mean it was definitely a Hypercoaster. Very nice first drop there. Really picked up a lot of speed, and then obviously kind of just getting a lot of hill time, a lot of air time as well, and yeah, very nicely laid out. Very fast coaster as well. I mean, I tell you what, that coaster at the start, Revolution, that was supposed to be the fastest in Mustang's universe, there's a lot of competition in this park alone for the fastest coaster. There's quite a bit of speed around there, but again, I like this little break one you've got at the end here, just before you go back in the station, and I do like this theming. I think the theming for this one looks really cool as well. Any more down here? I'm going to get lost in a minute and miss something. Oh, we have a sundial. That just came over my head. We have a sundial. We have a robotic dog. Top spin, or well, this is the Gear of Fears, isn't it? But it's like a themed, it's like a steampunk themed top spin. But yeah, still looks fantastic. I'm still a massive fan of that. I like these sort of metal archways are very clever. Queue down to the sundial there, and back over the train crossing. We're missing. I just don't want to miss anything on the path around there. I want to make sure I don't kind of skip over somewhere. So if I go down here through this mist, where do I get to down here? Have I been down here? Oh, is this back at the entrance? Oh, it is. All right. Oh, wow. So yeah, I didn't quite clock that because that's Revolution in the daytime. That's why I didn't recognise it. Okay, right. So we will go back down this way, back over this train crossing, down this path because we've not been down here yet. Another train crossing. Oh, queue line. Where's this go? We have a drop tower just there. It's quite a quiet ride, that is. There's not a lot of people walking down this bit. And then that's the exit path to it. And then, so yeah, we will head back down. So we've covered this bit. Past Joker. I like this little. I know I didn't mention it before, but I like this little cut-off pathway here with the vending machines and the benches. That's quite a. I'd say that's quite a realistic. I'm move away from that train because it's that loud. It's quite a realistic sort of kind of piece off, like section off the main path. You tend to find that. I want to say in stuff like Epcot in Disney, where the path kind of, the path in Epcot basically loops around the whole, in the World Showcase area, loops around all the countries, and then you have sort of separate areas where you can go and sit down, and that just kind of reminds me of that. It's like just like a bit off the main path, so you can get a little bit of peace and quiet, and then obviously join it again very quickly. So we'll go down here, back to Land Development, and we will then trek up the hill. I'm glad I'm floating up and not walking. There's a lot of people walking. I see. I'd have happily queued for the cable cars for this if I was in this park. And you get up to the top, and look at that for a view. Look at that. That looks fantastic. And there's the water show, which we'll go and look at later on. Again, you get a nice view up here. Obviously, you want the view down there, but yeah, you do get a nice view up here. And obviously, water in the Land of Elements. The water is the last element that we've not looked at yet. It's got some nice shops here and toilets. I do like that Wondervalley in the middle of the big wheel. I think that looks really good. Oh, they beams you put in. Wow. Look at that. Andy's made the heart out of those beams there. Something like that. I didn't clock at first. I was thinking, there's always been a heart in there. So yeah, really, really clever. And then obviously got the wires there that the sign is hanging from. And you see, now that's how you go for realism. Look, he's even put cables between the letters, so that obviously if the letters were just floating, it would look a little bit unrealistic. So, just to think of something like that to put the cables in. Yeah, looks really good. And in front of the waterfall as well. That waterfall looks brilliant. So, yeah, really do like that. And I bet if you're at the top of there as well, I bet you get an even better view. In this little cabin here. Look at that. What a fantastic looking part that is. I think that's the only ride up here, isn't it? Yes. I believe so. So we will go down here. I just want to make sure I've been on every coaster. I think I have. What? So what I'll do? Let's Lava Rock, Forge Hammer. Which one was Forge Hammer? That one. Gaze of Fear, Grand Carousel, Radius, Revolution, Spirit of the Mountains. Yeah, that was the Magic Carpet ride. Spirit of the Mountains. Yeah, so yeah, we've done all the rides. I'm not going to look at that water show, but what I am going to do is I'm going to change the time to 5:49 p.m. Scratch that. I sped it up too quickly. My bad. 5. Let's go. Let's just go 45 for now. And we'll go along here, and we'll watch the water show whenever it starts. I'm trying to think of the best spot to be in for this, because it's quite a wide show, so I don't want to miss anything on it. No, hang on. Why is it just gone to daytime? Okay, so after trying to set the time up to get this to start, I don't want to click play trigger sequence on any of the things, so I'm just going to sit and wait, and then I'll edit it and cut out the gap until the show starts, because I don't want you to miss anything, and I don't want to speed the time up and miss anything either. So yeah, I will come back when the show starts. Wow. I mean, that is absolutely insane. I mean, look how many effects he's got on this. I know he said he's got like 10,000 triggers, but you know, you can't underestimate the time and detailing that must take to get that spot on. And then, I mean, this park he's added fireworks in as well. I don't think he's put fireworks in his water show before. The colour and the lighting as well, the music it went well with. It's just fantastic. It really is. I mean, I didn't want to look at it down here, only because I didn't want to miss anything out wide. I wanted to get the whole shot in, because the sort of jets come all the way out here and all the way across the other side. So that's why I kind of sat on the roof and watched that. But that's incredible. That really is fantastic. You know, I don't know anyone else on Planet Coaster who would, you know, who manages to produce water shows like that. It really is phenomenal every time in all of his parks. So yeah, great job there, Mustang. And I think that is about it for the park. So yeah, we'll go back down to the main entrance here. So we've got some nice water down here too. And yeah, so that is Wondervalley. If you did enjoy that, I will leave the details for it in the description, so you can go and check it out on the PS Workshop. If you did enjoy the video, please consider leaving a thumbs up and subscribing if you are new and want to see more of this type of video. And I shall see you in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.